Want to go to Tokyo with me? Seriously, I can come along, right until we fly into the sky. Little Toe finally realized his previous choice was a big joke. They chatted away on the road, especially about Mewtwo's school life in Tokyo, and soon arrived. A woman's voice came out of the camera, instantly turning Mewtwo's smile upside down. Is this the Mewtwo mansion? Cool. Is my dad around? This kid, right? I'm coming down now. Wait in the lobby. This sudden turn left Little Toe flustered, then Mewtwo's dad arrived by elevator. Seeing his daughter run to Tokyo, Dad worried. But Mewtwo introduced Little Toe, forcing him to stand and greet. But Mewtwo just wanted to check out his room, while Dad was happy to have his daughter home, making Little Toe wait downstairs. Then a woman emerged from the stairs. He thought, that's definitely why Mewtwo's mom insists on a divorce. Soon, Mewtwo's dad came down. He thanked Little Toe for accompanying his daughter to Tokyo, and even booked a hotel nearby. He also returned all the money borrowed from Mewtwo. On the way, Little Toe first felt sorry for Mewtwo and found the hotel using the map. But honestly, Mewtwo's dad shocked me. That night, Mom called Little Toe for dinner, thinking he was joking when she heard he was in Tokyo. I mean, he was just at home in the morning, and now he's in Tokyo. And then someone suddenly knocked on the door. The spare Mom where he had explained later. But opening the door, he was stunned. Mewtwo stormed in, crying in his arms. Seeing this, Little Toe was taken aback. Not even dramas could be this dramatic. At a loss, he tried to comfort her. Turns out, after Mewtwo was taken by her mom, Dad redecorated everything. Most importantly, his room got repainted with dark green wallpaper. Green is my least favorite color. Yeah, you're right. Green really isn't a good look. Yeah, totally. Just thinking about it made Mewtwo fuming. Then he poured more cola wine and ranted about his parents, saying his mom was heartless. Divorce was inevitable. She straight up took him and his brother back home for school without considering how they felt. He used to side with Dad, but Dad wasn't on his side. You over there, I really feel so sorry for myself. In this situation, Little Toe didn't know how to comfort him. But he thought Mewtwo's mom was helpless too, so he suggested not lingering in Mom's sympathy. But he understood that too. It just felt a bit awkward having 3 people living at Mom's house, which is probably why he stayed outside. So Little Toe decided to turn on the radio, but when he turned around, he saw Mewtwo had already fallen asleep. No other choice, he grabbed the unfinished. He fetched a blanket to cover her, intending to sleep on the couch, but slipped in the bathroom. Reflecting, he had no idea what he had been through. I'm so pitiful. Little Toe, wake up. You finally got up. How rare it is. You're in there. I can't use the bathroom or wash. Just run to the first floor for the toilet. Sorry about that. At the moment, Little Toe had no idea what happened, but had to leave for a half hour to meet a high school friend. Reluctantly, he had to go take a walk outside. Meanwhile, Mewtwo was off impressing her friends, all started that morning. Little Toe decided to come here for college. Half an hour later, returning to the hotel, he met Mewtwo heading out and quickly greeted before leaving. However, as they were leaving, Mewtwo wanted to express her feelings, but Little Toe was extremely sleepy. Seeing Little Toe not leaving, Mewtwo left relieved. Just when he had barely fallen asleep, the phone rang, waking him up. It was Mewtwo calling, but she didn't elaborate. She just wanted Little Toe to hurry down. Oh boy, what now? When Mewtwo saw Little Toe arrive, it was like seeing hope. But staring back at her was another boy. Soon, Mewtwo introduced Little Toe to Gen-chan. Initially, Little Toe was clueless, but listening to their conversation, he finally grasped. Turns out, Gen-chan was her Tokyo boyfriend. But after Mewtwo transferred, Gen-chan ended up with a classmate, Liang Zai, which made Mewtwo feel hit hard. That's why Little Toe was there to back her up. During the whole meeting, Little Toe stayed silent, thinking they were in their senior year, yet still so childish. It was only when they mentioned Mewtwo's mom did Little Toe feel annoyed and couldn't hold back anymore, standing up saying it was utterly Whether it's you're that guy, are you perhaps trying to make me jealous here, buddy? Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Back in the hotel, Little Toe flopped on the bed because Mewtwo's behavior truly shocked him. How could she go through all that effort to please that dark-faced guy? But soon, Mewtwo returned as well, and Little Toe thought they would have a huge fight. Much to his surprise, Mewtwo seemed like a completely different. Even he felt his conversation with Gen-chan was extremely childish. Seeing Mewtwo downcast, Little Toe thought she might still be struggling to accept her ex has moved on, so he patiently comforted her, but Mewtwo wasn't upset about that. It was her ex from before, just a short while since they last met. Just months apart turned them into strangers, uncaring about their high school feelings. Maybe time really changes much, even for those once attracted. Even those who liked each other will grow distant over time. How strange would it be to stay in the same room, right? They'll stay at my aunt's tonight. Let's just meet at the airport counter tomorrow. This trip to Tokyo has been a total bummer, hasn't it? Once he left, everything felt strange since Mewtwo matured into an adult in just 30 minutes. But what felt even weirder was when they returned to Kochai, Mewtwo seemed to revert back to her old self. Aside from Zyobin and Mei, she avoided everyone else, making that Tokyo trip feel like a dream. Before long, the trip spread throughout the grade and even reached Matsuno's. As a result, Matsuno's grades plummeted, but Little Toe was totally indifferent. Since they were at the same hotel for a year, none of their classmates gossiped around.